Hey everybody, thought I'd come online and see how you're all doing. I'm sitting at home in my PJs, having some just relaxing time. Actually, today has been a rather difficult time for me. I think we're facing a lot of issues with, well, many things right now, aren't we? Yeah. Let's wait till some more people get in here and see how that all goes. Let me check this out here. So who's in here? Anyone here to say hello to? Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is a spur of the moment impromptu little showing upness of Halo in her PJs at home. Doing much about nothing, actually. Just trying to survive the energies. How have you all been feeling with the energies? Because holy crap. Man, I have been dizzy. I have been like having emotional swings. Like I can't even tell you. It's been intense in that way. Very intense. How about you all? How are you all doing? Can you guys hear me okay? Nice to see you. I'm having some coffee late at night here in Alberta. Oh, thank you, John. That's so nice of you. I like everybody to come on here. Sometimes you'll see me made up and pretty, and then you'll just see the real me, you know? And this is kind of how I roam around home with my hair up in a bun, and it's all frizzy and glasses on, you know. Doing the regular I do. I did my nails today. They turned out really nice. No, pretty. Yeah. Anyway. Visited the grandkids a little bit. Yep. That's what I did. Are you guys having an okay time with the energies? Is anyone else feeling just way past spent with the energies right now? Yeah, me too, Faye. I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about remembering to be compassionate. Now, I think we spend so much time being compassionate for others, and I'm trying to understand where they're coming from and putting a good face forward and showing so much love out there, right? And supportiveness and kindness. But it's so important right now to have and turn that compassion into self. I think there's a lot of people and possibly even a lot of situations where people are facing a lot of shaming for what they think, what they believe, how they feel, all these sorts of things, and even facing not just with structures outside, but perhaps we're even doing that to ourselves. Yeah, and so many distractions. Absolutely. It's like 1 minute you feel one way, the next minute you feel another way. Then all of a sudden a phone call comes in and you're like, okay, this is great because I really needed this. And so you are on the phone call, and then as soon as I'm off the phone call, it's like, oh my God, like I can't. It's like such a back and forth mood swing. So as I was prepping for this, I pulled a card and I got the card number 22, which is tender embrace. And these two elephants are on the card here, given a little cuddle and a snuggle. And I thought about how we need to really cuddle and snuggle our inner child right now, right? We really need to cuddle and snuggle our inner child right now. So the card talks, this is what it says, okay? It says, put your hand on your heart and breathe deeply, inhaling a sense of gratitude. Now, how do you feel? Keep doing this, tuning into the world around you. As I did this myself, I felt tears just welling up, not even from my eyes per se, but deep within my soul. So in the deep energy that's within your soul, I believe there's an inner child or inner part of you that is longing to be heard. But I think in the times that we've brought that out before for ourselves, it's actually caused a certain amount of shaming. So in the energy of people that want to shame, or even us that want to shame ourselves. It's like I want to say a lack of validation. You'll hear that in the media right now. There's a lack of validation towards what the people want. It's like what the hierarchy says, where the media is concerned, is so much about what they want us to believe or what they want us to see or to move forward in. But the reality of the scenario is that also plays out in our internal life as well as out here right now with the way astrology is in the planets. It also plays out right here in front of us right now as well. So others that even those you don't know, can you feel compassion for them? Compassion is an emotion of tenderness, sensitivity. It's a feeling of benevolence and reverence as you stand witness to the suffering of the world. I want to actually tell you that I don't know that a lot of the world is suffering. There's suffering that has been in the world forever and endlessly, on and on it goes. But suffering truly is a choice. We can suffer in pain and sorrow and sadness, or we can rise unto oneself and end our suffering and help end others' suffering as well. How do we end our own suffering? That's a good question, isn't it? Hello, Diane Star. It's a very good question. How do you end your suffering? It's by understanding that you don't have to be in the suffering energy. It's not suffer unto those who, it's not suffer unto anyone who. It's about standing in your own compassion for yourself, for the people that you love. When you have a viewpoint or you're following a path that is trying to be compassionate and caring and loving and giving, and people come at you and they try to block you and they try to shame you and they try to make you feel or take away what even looks like the most minute power that you may have or that you have grappled for yourself, please, on all levels, understand what a deep reflection that is on them and the fear that is in them. That if they cannot control what you are about to create in their world and in their universe, then all of a sudden, you end up being the one that is going to create the change that they so desperately are not ready for. They so desperately are not ready for that. And the only way to counteract that energy is to go and give yourself a very tender embrace. It's about this energy we're coming into with squares and Mars not in shadow period anymore and Mercury changing signs and everything. It's going to be incredibly intense this week for energies. And I'm not an astrologer, but what I have listened to has told me, and I have to understand that those people know what they're talking about. It's going to be incredibly intense. And I believe there's going to be a lot of lack of mentality. Well, I'm lacking this in order to move forward. Well, I'm lacking this in order to say this, or I'm lacking this in order to be this way. Well, the reality is you're not lacking anything. And anyone that wants to put you in an energy or make you feel in any way that you are lacking in any place or any reason or rhyme that is in your life, that's an energy that, in my opinion, needs squelching. Yeah, I would say that that's a very fear-based mentality. And I would also say that that's a lot of what the media is up to doing right now, is creating that fear-based mentality. Now, I stopped watching TV and the media and all that sort of stuff so long ago. And I find that when I come in contact with people that watch TV and watch the news and watch media and take what's being put on there as gospel, that our energies are so incredibly different. And I've started to understand now the gap between what faith what people know for themselves and in their hearts that brings them solidity, that brings them hope, that brings them to a higher level of understanding, a way to encompass all of the energies for themselves as they move forward and elevate in a beautiful way. When that is challenged, you then all of a sudden have to have a new understanding that a challenge in the form of someone pointing fingers at you or saying that you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't be this, you should X, Y, Z. It's not about what you should, it's about what you are. It's about who you are. So if they're saying you should this and you should that and you shouldn't this and you shouldn't that, has nothing to do with the shoulds. Has nothing to do with the shoulds. Has everything to do with the what and the who you are. I'm sorry I didn't see that long comment there. See if I can pull it back up. Yes, I agree. It does come as a ripple effect. We can forgive others by remembering what we focus on is what we manifest. I understand that, but you have to understand as a mass collective also that is focusing on the positive and also part of the mass collective that is focusing on the negative. There is a huge tug and pull and war right now going on between this massive group on either side of the fence. We have so many people that are sitting here poorer than poorer. We have the people that are richer than richer. We have those in between that are struggling to get their way, struggling to find which way they're going to end up. It's like, well, my God, am I going to end up poorer than poorer? Or am I going to find a way to the new and become in the energies of, richer and richer? I mean, I don't know. Nobody seems to sit here and actually knows what's going to happen. But in the not knowing of what's going to happen, very nice to meet you too. There is such a beautiful, beautiful energy in the not known, because in the not known is where faith is truly found. If we know the trajectory, we wouldn't have to take a leap of faith if we knew the exact next step. We wouldn't be on the fool's journey if we knew the exact next step of everything that was coming. When you're on the major arcana journey and taking that leap of faith into the new, into the whatever it is that you want to create, that's when true power comes. But I am telling you, that's also when the most challenge comes. That's when the most lashback comes into your life, based on what it is you believe, based on what it is you tell others. You can sit here and tell others about what you're doing, but they don't see that as a viable way for themselves. I've even had people say, oh, well, I guess that's amazing for you because, like you're psychic. You can tell the future. You knew that this was going to happen. You knew this was going to happen. So you're prepared. No, actually, that's not the way it was. I myself was on government assistance, and I struggled until I just said, you know what, I can't live this way anymore. I've got to do something to help people. I've got to do something to help myself. I have to do something. Exactly. So in the having to do something, I was vitally and so richly rewarded by the divine, by the universe, by putting my energy out there to say, well, maybe if I make $50 extra a month, it'll help me. I never imagined that all of this would happen on this channel, that I'd find like-minded people, that I'd find people to work with, that I'd find beauty in the most unlikely of places. I never imagined, because you can't imagine what is outside of yourself until you step outside of yourself. So when we take that energy right now outside of ourselves and we show that energy, and especially I would say even in 2020, I'd say one of the most challenging things for me was the lashback that I got from others based on standing up for myself, and how in actuality, I want to say it was even painful, so painful in standing up for myself and what I do for a living and who I am and the energy I wanted to take forward to be myself. That was incredibly painful. But there's something about a healing that happens when you do that, when you surrender to the possibilities, the ability, the necessity when you surrender to the necessity to be your own cheering section. We need to surrender to the necessity to be your own cheering section, you see. It's so vitally important, especially right now. You will have people that support you immensely, and you will have people that think you're insane. Therefore, you sit here in, how do I call that energy in the tarot of, it's like emotional whiplash. It's like temperance energy. We have to step in there and have faith, absolute faith and trust. The divine is working alchemical magic behind the scenes. But at the same time, we have this emotional whiplash back and forth until we come to that centered balance. How do we get to that centered balance? I'm going to tell you how. I'm going to pull Universe Has My Back cards. I'm telling you, the last 2 days when I pull these cards for myself, I get surrender. Yeah, absolute surrender. The key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. So what is it you feel like you need more than anything right now? For me, it's stability. For me, it's a place to feel cared for, a place to feel cherished, a place to feel loved in a way that I even cannot do for myself. As I try and heal that inner child within. It absolutely eludes me on many levels. And people can say, well, how does it elude you on so many levels when you do this kind of work? It's like we are all fall so prey to sitting there and listening and hearing what resonates with us and going, okay, I'm going to take that for myself as it resonates for us. But this is exactly what's happening with people that are listening to the media. I'm going to take what they're saying because that fear resonates with me. So how does it resonate for you? In the key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. There's so much illusion around what it is we think we need, how it is we're going to step forward in that. The moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. How do you realign with love when you're sitting there in the energy? Hi, la boss. When you're sitting there in the energy of mind fuckery? That's a good question. How do you realign with love? There's only one way I know how to realign with love when you're in the mind fuckery energy, and that's to have an emotional outburst of tears to a certain extent. Because as you release and as you surrender, therefore, you end up being able to bring yourself to a place of acceptance. And when you step into that place of acceptance, you start to become one with yourself and the divine. And we have to understand that oneness is our true nature. So we are in that energy of the mind fuckery, emotional fuckery, and all kinds of fuckery, which we a lot of times do it ourselves, but it does come to us from, other angles as well. It's about us coming to a place to understand that oneness is our true nature, and we all can be one. We are all one regardless. When one of the collective suffers in pain, we all suffer in pain, whether we want to sit there and admit that or not. Especially, I want to say, especially for those who are in tune to the energies around us, especially to those. When we feel, I live in an apartment building, for instance, and when I feel someone's pain, I sit here sometimes and I feel it's almost like emotional torture. That's the best way to explain it. But I've had a fantastic day. Things have gone well. And all of a sudden the emotional torture comes in. And I'm like, then my brain gets involved and it starts putting this emotional torture energy in all these little boxes that are my life. And I'm like, wait 1 second. If I just give my mind a break and don't make my mind try and reason it out, and actually sit here with the energy and forget what it is I think I need to do to fix it, and allow myself to feel and transmute that energy, it tends to go a lot faster than when my mind gets involved. Now, yeah, me too. In turn, feeling that pain of others ends up putting you very much in touch with that pain within yourself, which a lot of times can be painful, especially if for ourselves if we have not healed that pain for ourselves. In fact, I would hazard a guess to say that if you're feeling that pain from someone else, the only way you can feel that pain from someone else is if that is not healed within you. I just got that as a downloaded information. I kind of like that. See, that resonates with me. Oh, me too, Lala Boss. Me too, me too, me too. Who else has been seeing synchronicities? Who else has been seeing synchronicities? I'm going to actually do on my show, and I'm going to start here. Oh, I should probably announce that. Why not announce that here for all y'all? So what's going to happen on my show? It's going to a bunch of different things. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring forward how people can take the synchronicities they see and how they can move forward with those synchronicities. It's not just about going, oh, 444. My angels are trying to tell me something. Oh, wait a second. 444. What does the number 4 actually mean? Oh, wait, I just heard a song. Oh, wait a second. We're talking about letters and numbers and meaning synchronicity. Oh, a song is played in a certain key. What key is that song I just heard played in? It's played in the key of D. Oh, I wonder what the letter D means in numerology, and I wonder what that number means angelically. So as we sit here and do this, and as I pull this energy forward, I will have people there that will sit on their computers and do the research. And then they will also be in camera and can, talk about what that actually means based on what I was saying. So this is going to be something that's called the think tank. So I'll be channeling information and people will be on their computers, searching out what I'm saying. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, I have numbers every day too, as you say that, at 8:26, Nicole. 8:26, what's that mean? 8, 2, and 6. Interesting. Go search it up. Go see. Hi. So the next card I have is through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. Now, who is the wise one that said it's a ripple effect? Who is the wise one in the room that said it was a ripple effect? Absolutely, it's a ripple effect. So as we sit here and feel someone's pain and their fear, we also create that ripple effect of transmuting that energy in the world as well. So it's not just about peace and love that create the ripple effect. It's every emotion that you have, the uncertainty, everything else. And the more certainty we lend to our faith, the faith that we have that the beauty is going to come in, the more fearless and free we are. I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with eyes of love. Look at that. I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with eyes of love. So how can we see someone for the first time with eyes of love? See, in a religious aspect, I guess, as I was raised, it would be like, well, turn the other cheek. And I sit here and say, hi from BC. I sit here and say, well, I can turn the other cheek. Sure, no problem. But if I turn the other cheek, it also denounces the pain that's in me that I feel regarding that. How can I deal with the pain that is in me in disregarding that if I simply just turn the other cheek? How can I do that? How does that help anybody? Good question. I don't know. So who are we seeing, Divine, for the first time? Let's pull a tarot card. Who are we seeing for the first time with the eyes of love? Who are we seeing for the first time with the eyes of love? Wow. You're not going to believe what cards came out on top of that one. The Devil. You're going to see your shadow side for the first time with eyes of love. The things you are karmically connected to, the things that you struggle with, the pains you feel, the things that hurt you, all of those sorts of things, that energy inside that feels heavy, when the tears start to fall out of your face, but you're not even crying, that energy of the shadow of the past for the first time through the eyes of love. How can we see that through the eyes of love? By realizing it brought us to who we are now. And understanding that our shadow side is not to necessarily be avoided, but in order to be embraced so that we can love all of ourselves. When we sit here and say that we just want to honor the divine light that is within us, we actually ignore our fight. We ignore the desires that we have that keep us alive. Hello, Maria. So, yeah, I'm just saying, I can't even with this right now. What are you tied to? And how can you see it in an aspect of love? Oh, I have two. I have two. And I can't even tell you, in being in that aspect of shadow fuckery, I want to say. I know I use that word a lot. If y'all don't like swearing, I'm not the channel for you, because it's part of my shadow side, and it feels really good to honor it. It feels really good to have the verbalization that my shadow side is free to have the say too. As you sit here and want to say that we're all in light energy, or we're only following light energy, the problem with that, like I said, is that we don't embrace our fight. And a lot of times our fight comes from our shadow side. So let's not negate the shadow side. Tender embrace. Yeah, absolutely. As we do so, the wheel of fortune shifts and we end up in tender embrace to what? Our shadow side. The things that have karmically tied us, or we have viewed in a bad way, perhaps are the things that actually have saved us from the bad way forward. Interesting. So let's finish reading that card, because I never even got finished reading that card, number 22. Coming together in true soul calling with self, with others, with all of the above. So even looking at a stranger in the eye and smiling can make a world of difference. The question to ask now are, where do I need to be kinder and gentler? How can I serve? And in what capacity can I be in alignment with the solution to the suffering of the world? Have you guys ever sat there and thought, even as a light worker, have you ever sat there and thought, when someone is really angry and they are really hurt and they just need to vent and they're going off about something and you don't see it the same way, could you actually sit there and say, yeah, I completely get that shit, man. I completely get that. I so get that. And by honoring their shadow side and honoring how they're feeling, you actually honor your shadow side as well and how you're feeling. So that's an interesting thought. Anywho, how can I serve? And in what capacity can I be in alignment with the solution to the suffering of the world? Could it be that you need to be more compassionate towards yourself? If you spend all your time in service to others, it's easy to forget about your own needs. When you accept yourself, you can bring more loving energy to others. Today, make a commitment to practice self-compassion. Release yourself from the burdens of perfectionism. Allow yourself the grace to be human, and then do the same for others. It's not your job to tell others how to express themselves, even if you don't like the way the world behaves. Today, be kind for no reason at all and watch miracles arise. Isn't that beautiful? Be kind for no reason at all and watch miracles arise. That's beautiful. We don't. Being kind to ourselves at times is such a chore. I know, especially for myself, I guess you could call it self-condemnation to a certain extent. And there's a certain amount of value that comes when we self-condemn ourselves for not being this, that, the other, or, all those things. But the reality is, in this awakening energy, we really need to embrace the wholeness of who we are if we are going to embrace the wholeness of who the collective is. How do you have compassion for the collective? By seeing that same energy within yourself. That's how you have compassion for the collective. Yes, absolutely. There are times where I want to do things that perhaps I shouldn't do out of hurt, maybe upset, maybe fear, whatever it is. And others want to as well. So when you see them doing so, it's about understanding that. And I can't even believe I'm pulling this card now as I sit here and talk before about the Temperance card and how the divine is playing alchemical magic with your emotions. This is what I call the emotional fuckery card. Why? Because the divine they're not trying to teach you patience. They're trying to trying to get you to temper your expectations of yourself. You see, if you do yourself in the beauty that you are supposed to, emotional fortitude, have anything to step out of the water and move up this trail to get that crown, that is you, that center energy, that is your sun, that is who you are. If they do not bring you to a place of balance and understanding you. Yeah, it sure is. And do you understand this card here is Sagittarius energy. Mars is moving out of. I believe it's moving out of. Anywho, doesn't matter. But is my midheaven. So I have come into a new understanding, especially with this whole change. It's my midheaven. Sagittarius is my midheaven, and Aquarius is my rising. It's really, for me, about embracing all aspects of yourself, tempering your expectations of you. And as you temper your expectations of you and allow yourself to embrace all sides of you, what happens? You end up actually in a tender embrace with the divine. Because until you embrace all sides of you and all sides of the collective, can you understand why there's so much fear being based on what the media is saying? Can you understand that? Why there's so much fear? I do. Yeah, the Temperance card is it's a hard one, especially for Virgos, because, well, for everybody really, when I explain it in the energy I explain it in. Now, there's something I've been visiting with some of my students in the tarot cards, and we always look at the cups as emotions, but there's been a fractional misunderstanding, I believe, in how people view emotions in this day and age. I believe that everybody has taken their mind and tried to reason their emotions into pretty little boxes, when in actuality, moving from the heart means giving the mind a break, putting the mind aside. Hi, Virgo, me too. Putting the mind aside and actually moving from the heart. And how freaking painful is that when your heart wants something so deeply, but your mind will reason your heart out of it every single second. Every single second. I want to sit here and say to those who say, I am not going to go down that love path because X, Y, Z, but your heart is breaking because you're walking away from that love path. Yeah, it is very tough work. Your heart breaks because you walk away from that path, that person, that thing. Oh, I'm going to break myself in spite of myself. No, no, no. You need to embrace all sides of you. You are allowed to have love. You are allowed to be loved. You are allowed to have these beautiful things in your life. You're allowed. You are allowed to have the shadow side. You are allowed to have all of the things that you're passionate about, the things that other people might view as toxic. You're allowed to be that. And have you ever actually thought that this energy here and this energy here, you know, they all came from the same place? If you want to follow religion, even follow Vedic astrology, they all came from the same place. You know, we're talking a fallen angel, and we're talking the angel. Well, so we have a fallen angel and we have angel, one working in shadow side, one working in light side. All of that lives within each of us, and it's time to see the value in each. Now, even in Christianity, let's say for that, because that's what I know, that's how I was raised. Not that I find myself incredibly religious any longer. Hi, Kate. Even in Christianity, there's such a thing as righteous anger, being angry for an absolute pure purpose. Pure purpose. It's like everything that's going on in the world. Can we have anger? Or are we in the light working energy of going, just wait 1 second. Just wait 1 second. Wait a minute. I'm a light worker. No, everything's rainbows. Everything's cool. Everything's going to be beautiful. Everything's going to be this. I'm just going to float It's all good. Or can we actually embrace our anger? Can we rise up in righteous anger? Can we rise up? Is that a way of being a light worker as well and shedding truth on the bullshit that's going on right now? Telling you, that right there takes some strength, and that's going to be triggering for a lot of people. It's going to be triggering for a lot of people, and I know it is for a lot of people that I talk to. I would even say, even in my social world right now, outside of the channel, even in the channel, but outside of the channel more so, I have been labeled as, well, all the things that they would label someone during the witch trials, a heretic, whatever, because I view things so very differently. Oh, well, who do you think's going to win the election? Well, what I know to be true is da 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 da, and they're all like, oh no, that can happen. There's no way that can happen. Blah blah blah. Now here we are. Now here we are. But there's a lot of astrologers who called this stuff for countless years. A lot of people have called this stuff. Go listen to the Leo King. I highly suggest it. I mean, yeah. So I'm going to pull a card from Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. I just want to challenge everybody to stand in your shadow side power as well as your light side power, and understand that there's such a thing as righteous anger. There is such a thing as being tied to something for a cause. There is such a thing as all of these things that you are allowed to stand up for. You are allowed to, and it's even highly advisable that you do. Why? Because we're looking for fairness and balance. And look which card I pull. Keeper of the Scales, no word of a lie. Card number 38. That's an 11 for you right there. The thing is even being through the shadow work that I've been through, I still feel like a newbie. I sit in my bedroom and I'll sit there in tears and go like, why? You gotta be kidding me. Why can't I have it the way I want it? Why can't it just work for Fox Creek? Well, I say other words. I promise you they're a lot stronger than Fox Creek. And I have a temper tantrum with the divine. And I sit there and I say, it's bullshit. It's just, and I lose my shit. I lose my shit on all types of levels because it feels so damn good to lose my shit. After I've lost my shit, what happens? In some sort of way, it's about the release. And then I end up being able to surrender it to move forward. Why can't I have it the way I want it? Let's read Keeper of the Scales. Card number 38. I love that card. Righteous anger by ourselves and we heal. Amen. Kate. All right. Came out upright, so it's coming as an ally this time. Woohoo! All right. The law of harmony is enacted when the Keeper of the Scales comes to you as an ally. Align with her as the law states, making conscious choices that create balance in your life. You cannot have balance in your life unless you let the wounds sparkle. Exactly. We've got to let our wounds come out and sparkle. That's our shadow side we have got to honor. Sparkling wounds. Oh, I got to write that down. Oh, that sounds like another episode from my show. Sparkling wounds. I like it. Sparkling wounds. If any of you get some channeled information about just the words sparkling wounds, email me, guidinghalo@gmail.com, and we'll have a chit chat on the show about sparkling wounds. Oh, you can come, Kate. You can come. Sparkling wounds. I like that. Let your wounds sparkle. All right. So anyways, where was I? Oh, yes. Keeper of the Scales. All right. Align with her as the law states, making conscious choice to create better life. When you do, you also magically align with the abundance of the universe and the powerful forces of synchronicity. This creates conditions and possibilities that lead to fulfillment of your highest intentions. Harmony begins with the self and then resonates outward to others. You're in harmony with yourself when you nurture yourself with love, respect, and acceptance. Always fully taking responsibility for your actions. Only then can you be in harmony with others. This is because love is the central force that connects all of life and aligns you with like-minded others. Another message is restoration and the positive, fair resolutions in all disputes, and including those involving a legal system or important exchanges. The keeper of the scales is a just and kind ally, always making sure balance is activated on your path. How beautiful is that? Oh, and as you say that, it reminds me of the Map Maker of Destiny. Don't we all know that's my favorite card? Yep, it is. Oh, yeah, it is. Everybody I know knows that that card's my favorite card. Yep, us. The Ice Queen, ideas preserved, non-action, and entitlement. So where are we feeling entitlement? Where have we been lacking, allowing ourselves to be entitled? We have the reason, we have a feeling of entitlement for a reason. We do, don't we? I think your wounds actually are your battle scars, maybe. But perhaps your wounds are your true, how do we say, roadmap to your future alignment. Is the same thing. It's absolutely the same thing. But we take ourselves out of the energy of battling. You see. So in changing your word, therefore you change your perception. Or that's what I always like to think. But doesn't mean that's for everybody. That's for me. Yep. All right. Let's pull a postcard from Spirit. Postcard from Spirit. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Oh, see, I got one sticking out here. It's like, hello, here we are. Pick me. Dearest you, a rigid tree branch breaks under strong winds. Yet flexible seaweed survives powerful ocean swells. Right now, we gently remind you that being flexible is a good choice when faced with life's challenges. Surrender your fixed ideas to Spirit, who knows what is in your highest good and can deliver to you what you need in the appropriate form. In this moment, rather than fighting or being too sure of your way working out, be a little looser and allow for another outcome. Compromise can be the best way forward if you are to learn new ways of doing and seeing. Stay aware, curious, and teachable. Take life on life's terms. Your purpose may push you in a direction not on your map. You see, you might be leaving your battle wounds roadmap aside because it may take you to a place that's not on your battle wounds map. Let it. Be so flexible that no storm can uproot you. In the end, you will still be rooted in the world in abundance, and you will indeed experience the beauty that is yours. We love you so, so much. I'm gonna have to pull this other card here. How fitting was that for what we were just talking about? Dearest, wonderful you, to help you manifest a life for your highest good, we invite you to examine your deepest desires. Imagine all of your desires, no matter what kind, like magical seed pods in a basket, glowing with infinite potential. Look closely at each one. Are you afraid that some may bring you too much attention and invite negative reactions from others? Is change too daunting? Are you afraid to stretch and grow? Let yourself be led forward and let the seeds of positive intention take the wind. Your desires count and you are worthy of them. They are essential for co-creating your world. Did you ever consider that when a desire comes from deep within you, it might be Spirit moving you to create something beautiful to share with others? Some desires are infused with miraculous healing powers to move the heart and influence the world in ways you can't possibly know. We know you and love you so deeply and are so happy to support you. You see, we have infinite support around us. Infinite intelligence is around us in all ways at all times. I didn't get that one. Hang on a minute. Yes, I did as well. All right, let's pull a card from the another card from the Oracles of the Seven Energies. Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. I feel beautiful. Hi, Tracy. Welcome. Ooh, this is me with Sagittarius in my midheaven and everywhere else in my chart too. The storyteller. Look at that. Someone has a story to tell. Oh, do I have many? Don't we all have many? This is about being the writer. It's a card number 17, which lends itself to an 8. It's about how we manifest moving forward, telling our story. Card number 17. There's going to be a lot more of this on the on Patreon. I have a thing there for $11.11 a month, and if you want to, there will be a lot more about this on Patreon, about my story. There's a lot of stuff I can't tell on this YouTube platformy thing because I'm concerned about censorship, and I'm concerned about so much right now, and I still will be available to everybody. So for a minimal fee, I will be putting a whole bunch of lives over there as well, like live, all my lives. Yeah, anywho. Thank you, Tracy. What is this about? I missed that statement. My child gifted me with a Rowana for Christmas. I named it Halo after you know who. Aw, what's a Rowana? Arowana, what is that? I have to look that up. Card number 17, the storyteller. You go ahead and type what that is and I'll get back to it. Do you know the story you tell others about who you are? You are a unique being with unique talents and a story unique to you and your experience. In fact, your destiny can be found in the way you weave together these threads of yourself in the world. If there's anything in your life you want to change, then time to adjust the story you tell about yourself. Perhaps you are too self-deprecating or apologetic about how you shine, minimizing your power so others will accept you. Perhaps the way you voice your expectations diminishes your ability to succeed. Are you are too willing to tolerate a less than supportive environment? It's easy to be in denial when it comes to others and their behavior towards you. Understand, however, that you teach people how to treat you through how you talk about yourself. Once you recognize what story you're telling others about how to treat you, you can tell a different one. What if you could connect to your true power as a co-creator of your reality? The story originates in your mind. How you think, your conditioning and past experiences, how you view the world, and what to expect to see in it. The truth is, you have everything you need to tell a new tale and weave more blessings into the world as your unique contribution. In fact, practice speaking of your amazing success, your overflowing abundance, and all the love that surrounds you. Soon the outer world will tell the same story back to you. So it's about what you put out there is also what you bring to you, which is the law of manifestation. Not surprising the card goes to an 8. I'm looking at messages. I'm so glad you're here, spirit, heart, gods, and good goddesses. Thank you guys. I appreciate that support so much. I'm telling you, talk about a soul family I didn't know that would even be there, that I didn't know I would even enjoy at such lengths that I do. So here's the thing. I pulled a Keepers of the Light Oracle card, and it says, your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. So what you think, therefore, made out of your sparkling wounds, as we call them, what you have come to think in this lifetime based on that reminds me of the Hermit card, taking that star of hope, putting it in your lantern, or taking your story, your star of hope, and putting it in someone else's lantern so that they can use it moving forward, is what creates the cosmic gateway, my friends. Yeah, this is Horus, absolutely. It creates a cosmic gateway, an energy where your life all of a sudden, as all those who write a book, who have a presence on social media, who have whatever, or even just tell your children the things you've been through and what they mean to you. As you teach, therefore, your energy also grows. Not just you grow, not just the people around you grow. Do you know that your children will teach your grandchildren, will teach their children something that was a goofy saying that you said. Simply, it's there simply because on this planet. Do you know that? Do you know that impact that you have simply with the people around you? Simply with the people around you. Not to mention being an influencer on this sort of thing, this sort of platform, whatever you want to call this thing. I'm having an issue with nouns lately. And I almost feel it's partly because there's a balance going into where my place is in the world. Yeah. All right. I got these beautiful cards from my wifey chick. Her name's Kat. For Christmas, Caroline Miss, archetype cards. Let's pull an archetype card. What are we dealing with here right now? So it shows the shadow and the light side of an energy. So we have a pioneer. That sounds familiar. Light attribute, passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. Shadow attribute, compulsive need to keep moving on. Yeah, I'd say that's this person all day long. Who else here is a pioneer? Who else wants to pioneer new ways forward? The problem with this energy in the shadow side is that a lot of people don't know how they measure up. The thing is you never try to measure up to a pioneer. You don't do that. You end up being the support structure for the pioneer. You end up being the support system. You end up being the bricks, the foundation for the pioneer. It's the person that you come back to when you're done the pioneering. And at some point in your life, you very well may hop on the pioneering journey with the person who is the pioneer. But nonetheless, regardless of whatever, whatever place you want to hold in this pioneering energy, you are either a support system, you are either a foundation, you are either the walls that hold up the roof. You very well may be the roof that sits over the person as they pioneer new ways forward. But everybody has a space in this pioneering energy. So do not think that you are not pioneering new ways forward. Whoever is there pioneering, there's so many people that tell me I can't do what you do. I couldn't sit there just on a whim, pull up my phone and do a video, a spur of the moment like that. And I said, well, yeah, years later, I couldn't have done that before either. But as you start to understand that your energy is just that, it's energy. It's about bringing hope to people. It's about bringing faith. It's about bringing light and about love and compassion and caring. And even sometimes it's about bringing anger. It's about bringing a fight. It's about challenging. It's about all of those things. It's about people rise to the expectation. But as a teacher, and I always tell my students that as a teacher, I don't want people to rise to my expectation. I want them to way past supersede them. I want them to way past supersede my expectations. And how do you do that? By not saying, I need this from you by a certain time, by a certain date. No. All I need is for you to show me what you can do. And as they sit there and show me what they can do, it blows me away and it blows them away. And then when we start to create together, it forms something that's massive. It forms something that's massive and so beautiful that creates that ripple effect. Therefore, the teacher becomes the student of the student, and the teacher becomes the student. Therefore, bringing a piece of me forward from their energy. Now, see, if I had to put a cap and say, here's my expectation, you've got to meet this. Then what happens is I cut them off at the knees, and this is as far as they'll ever get. But I'm looking for them to super exceed me, super exceed their own expectations so that we can all grow together, so that we can all create something that is super exceedable on so many levels. And the only way that we can do that is by being together. I mean, I'm only one person. I'm only one person out here in the world. And while one person can create a massive ripple effect, also, so too can the masses create a bigger ripple effect. So the next card I pull is Angel, light attribute, helping those in need with no expectation of return. Shadow attributes, acting innocent or angelic to mislead others. falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. So what to somebody is angelic guidance? Is it a sense of religion or something you learned when you were young? Is it something from the Bible? What is angelic guidance? Or is it actually wisdom from those, what do we call those sparkling wounds? Are those angelic guidance? Have you ever heard somebody say, well, you cannot teach what you have not yet learned? Well, if that's the case, why do we have channelers? Why do we have channelers? Why do people come on channel information? That's like me. I come and channel information in a reading, and then I have to go watch it back again and go, damn, that was brilliant. I never thought of it that way before. You see, so therefore I also learn. When you can understand that you become a vessel for not just everybody else, but yourself as well, for your own growth. You are that vessel for your own growth, as well as all of you sitting in here listening to me talking. You are a vessel for my own growth because I need that feedback. I need to be able to hear feedback on what I'm saying. If it means something, if I'm off course, if there's a better way to do something, how can I activate my heart more? I just got told to pull an activation card at 5555 on the clock. Massive change. We're going into a 5-year. If y'all think 2020 was a year, expression. You are ready to manifest your thoughts and transform them into acts of love. So are you ready? Are you ready to take your thoughts and transform them into absolute acts of love for your own self, in honoring yourself and taking those that you have to say and express forward? You turn them into acts of love for yourself because you show yourself that what you have to say matters. How you feel at any given time matters. Stepping into your own power matters. Sometimes stepping into your own power, honoring your power, is on your bed in tears, asking whoever's out there spiritually, why? Why the absolute beep? Beepity beep beep, why? Tell me why. You know, just saying. I mean, that's how I do things. And in some sort of way, by doing that, we evolve and our heart chakra opens to a greater version of ourselves and to a greater version of what's out there, what mirrors us, what comes back to us. You realize that obstacles are merely lessons on your path to love, you see. So what obstacles are we facing right now? What challenges are we facing? For me, it's about, man, there's so many. There's so many challenges I'm facing right now. So let's talk about the number one challenge I feel like I'm facing. My own disbelief in my value. Yeah, absolutely. That's definitely a challenge I'm facing right now because I have the other side of things that are coming at me saying, well, we don't value you or what you do. We don't value any of this. And I'm like, well, that sounds like a personal problem. But at the same time, I come home and then you see that stuff hurts. So then that little inner wounded child in me sits there and goes, well, that hurt me. Well, did it actually hurt me? Or am I feeling a mere reflection of that person's hurt? Of course it hurt me. We cannot sit there and say when we feel that hurt, that that's simply a mere reflection of somebody else, because then you do not do the soul work that means you need to heal that part of you. And it's okay to hurt because someone has said something to you. In fact, it's valuable to feel that hurt and to honor the fact that that hurt you. It's valuable to do that because as you honor what's hurt you, then you also can honor what heals you. You see. I'm going to have to listen to this back because that was good. I don't know how that was good on so many levels, but damn, that was good. All right. Anyone want to do a you pay, we play? Who wants to pay for some messages? Anyone want to pay for a tarot card pull? I got a few minutes before I vamoose. Papoose. I'm putting some cards back because I got too many cards out here. Anyone want to pay for a you pay, we play? Anybody? 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 $5 or more will get a quick reading for you. I got all my card decks all over the place in here now. All over the place in here now. What are you dealing with? Tell me what you're dealing with today. What have been just today, what are some of the things that have come up for you? I want to tell you on Friday, this is all going to come up for you again, but on such a more deep level. So it's good to start doing the base work of it now, which is why it's coming up in the first place. Yep. Anybody have any questions? Am I here alone or do people reside in the room with me? Oh, I wonder if it's just not showing the new ones. Oh, there we go. Let's play, Stacy. Let's play. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. All right. I sent you $5. Let's play. Stacy, tell me what you would like to know. Are you trying to start a new idea or a new something? I just turned the deck over and it says ideas preserved, non-action and entitlement. The Ice Queen. Dun, dun, dun. Or are you like being Queen of Swords energy? It's like, whoa. Future work. Okay, is there a specific link? Down below, if I have a moderator in the room, can you answer that question for me? You're in the tub listening. Nice. Rubber ducky, you're the one. Or is that a glass of wine? You're the one. All right. Sorry, I'm going back to Stacy. Future work. Stacy, haven't we had this conversation before? Come on now. Come on now. Future work. Nighty night, darling. Love, love. All right. Yeah, I know we have. What's going to bring you joy and what's going to make you celebrate? Because that's what you need to do for future work. It's the same message. Whatever's going to make you happiest. What's going to bring joy into your life? What? That's awesome. They eloped. How cool's that shit? I'm just saying. I like that. Yeah, that's good. Just the groom knew it and tricked the bride. Holy crappies. That's cool, though. Nice surprise. I guess if she wanted, it's a nice surprise. I guess if she got married, she wanted to. Nice. So, Stacy, whatever's going to make you happy, communicate about what makes you happy or what will make you happy financially. There's that card that we all love so much. The temperance card, the emotional fuckery. You already have all of stuff in your arsenal to do this. You sit here and wonder why it's taking so long. There's something that you know how to do. I'm telling you right now. There's something you know how to do that you can take moving forward. And it's a spiritual calling. I heard this card the other day talked about as confession. It reminds me of that book, Confession of a Shopaholic, or something like that it was. Or a movie or a show or something, I don't know. If there's somebody out there who has a shadow side thing that you do, and you spend lots of time doing it, I would highly suggest you do a channel about what it is you spend time and why people don't like it. Because I'm telling you, that kind of stuff right now is going to resonate with a lot of people. What? Thank you so much. That's so nice. Appreciate that. Will I get the long time wish anytime soon? Mary Ruth, will you get that long time wish anytime soon? Dun, da, da, da. Take control of what it is you wish. You wish something? If you wish for an offer, they'll offer it to the person you wish it from. Take control of that wish, whatever that long-term wish is. What's the long-term wish? Whoa. Dang. You've been fighting a fight. You're tired. You're welcome. You've been fighting a fight there, long-time wish person, and you're tired. Justice is coming. There's something that you need to create, want to do, and it's absolute wish granted, but it's look at that. All those beautiful cards, and at the end I get the 10 of Swords. Are you killing this dream before you even get it going? Something about that for you. Could be dealing with a Libra, a Taurus, Sagittarius. Someone's really stubborn here. You're dealing with stubborn energy. Dang. Entitlement is what I'd say. Entitlement. There's something about entitlement for you in this situation. I get itchy arm. What's this 10 of Swords about? Entitlement. Yeah, I don't know if there's anyone who's much more feeling entitled about anything than this guy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But this is somebody who creates what he wants when he wants. It's like he's got the ability to change faces, change outfits. It's like a chameleon. It can like change at will. It's like salamanders here. It's all a sign of interchangeable energy. Long-awaited wish, huh? Yeah, look at that. Take control of your happiness. There's something about you taking control of a situation, or if you're dealing with an Aries, yeah, I don't know. You'll have to tell me. That is so beautiful. Man, that wedding thing, that's so beautiful. Damn. Wow. Talk about being swept off your feet. Oh, hey, wait a second. Maybe that long time wish is you're wishing whoever that $12.59 person was there, you're wishing to be swept off your feet. Hoping someone will take control and sweep you off your feet. To have a celebration and a new start as an 11/11 portal opened in November. You feel it would be justice. You feel like you've waited long enough. You feel like this wish should come true already. But there's something about letting an old thought or an old way of you die. You go by the wayside. What's that about? Is this long time wish about you working together with somebody to create something? Whether it's a marriage, a relationship, a job, a something. I need that person to talk to me, whoever donated that money, so I can continue to converse. Yeah, it'll do. That's fine. Big meeting at work on what day was it? The 7th. Big meeting at work on the 7th. Big meeting at work on the 7th. Are you apprehensive, Tracy, about taking the lead in something here? You have something you want to say. Oh, I can't even. The first card that flipped up is the leap of faith. Take a leap of faith as standing in your power. Now, the major arcana journey is a very spiritual one. So it's about taking the leap of faith to doing what you know you should do. Everything that you're not seeing here are the cards that fell face down. Holy crap. Yeah, see, you've been buckling away, toiling away, doing your thing, all this sort of stuff, feeling in defensive mode, all that sort of thing. Too much time wasted, too much waiting, blah, blah, blah. Are they lying to me about the opportunity? I should just move on forward and do my thing. And then it's like all of a sudden, as I say, well, I should just leave then if y'all don't want me. And they're like, oh, no, 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 communication coming in fast. Hey, wait. Use logic. Don't like rush away crazy like, man. What the heck? You know. Yeah. So I'd say that's going to go pretty good. But I'm telling you, there's going to be some juggling done. So there will be a decision made and you're at a crossroads. And this is a very happy outcome. And there will be some juggling done in a circumstance. Yeah, take a hard left. That works. I like that. All right. So take a leap of faith, Tracy. Take a leap of faith and say, hey, this is what I deserve, man. This is what I deserve. You know what I deserve. Yeah, what's the outcome? The word of a lie. Cut out the crap. Stand up for yourself. Go for it. All right. $4.99. That was the Tracy one, right? Okay. Well, I got something going on here. You're welcome. Getting the jackpot or something. Why did I miss that other conversation? Oh. Yep, my heart beating so fast. Your heart's beating so fast. I'm hearing the song, oh, baby, baby, you're a wild one. I don't know who that means something to. Yeah, it means something to somebody. Oh, baby. Someone needs to embrace their wild side. I'm just saying, look at this. You've been holding back. You need to use your intuition. You've been holding back and embrace the side of you that's like the inner child coming out. Embrace your wild you wild thing. Donna, Donna, you make my heart sing. Donna, Donna, you make everything groovy. The Ten of Swords, it might be my mind. There's a big wish I have been praying for, but I think it's too much to ask that I must not seek it. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I meant. Yeah, exactly. It's like you won't even ask. You won't take control. You won't do nothing because you always, yeah, fuck you know what I'm saying. I've dealt with people that have suffered strokes as well. Oh, I'm telling you, the person who said about the Ten of Swords, yeah. Create the change. Be the change you want to see. Be the change you want to create. In other words, take control. I choose to distance, detach, remove, and stay away from 3D matrix with pure intent and hold on to my highest timeline. Oh, did you know there's actually meditations that you can do to switch timelines if you actually feel that you're on a timeline that is not of your highest good. It's a brilliant thing. I did that I think in July. Dang, life started changing for me. I can't even. Just amazing. Yes, you do it. Well, see, there you go. Yeah. Good. Awesome sauce. 113.13. Is Kate Cloud still in the room? Did someone just pay me more money? I can't see now. I don't know what's going on. Scroll. I did Tracy. I did Maria. I did the other one. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're golden so far. Time thing. Always is time thing, isn't it? Tell the rest of you about it. Well, it's a very deep subject. Wild thing. Donna, Donna, you make my heart sing. I'm singing on the moment. It's not the greatest thing. I'm killing myself. This is hilarious. Okay, I'm telling you. So we got two peoples. If there's anyone that's in creative mode with another person, we got two peoples here. We have somebody who's like, hi, Janice, Gemini, Janice the Gemini. So we have somebody here who's trying to set some boundaries. The king here is looking at the boundaries being set, but he's looking away from the actual opportunity to work with somebody, as well as this person here is looking away as well. It's kind of like everybody is being defensive and avoiding the true opportunity in the room. You see how I read those cards? You see. You know what song I've been singing lately and humming about? Yeah, and I was raised very religious, but I'm not a religious human. But man, I'm telling you, those songs are coming up from my childhood right now. And it's called I Surrender All. Yeah, that song has been sticking with me. Absolute surrendering. Surrendering and allowing myself to be mad if I want to be. Surrendering to all opportunities coming my way. In surrender, I'm telling you, you end up putting down the blockages and the divine can bring it in. Hi, William. How are you? And oh, look at this. I got the Ace of Cups and the Sun card. This morning when I wake up, I set intention to see the sun. Now the sunlight is smiling at me. I saw clouds and fog when I woke up. Crazy as always. Someone's going to have a victory based around the truth. And communication is going to come in about it. Oh gosh, I like that. I could handle this in my own world right now. Because a lot of times the truth does set you free. Most times, even if it's painful, yeah, it still sets you free. True that. So my connection is shaky. Awesome, Maria. You go for it. Amen. I don't know why my connection is shaky other than I'm a little shaky today, William. I'm just saying. Oh, yeah, I am. Ooh, snap. Damn fuckers. Not cool. So, refresh. Yeah, I hear you there. Truth. Just, you know what? It's like, give me the truth so I can move forward and set the mind fuckery at ease and just like move forward in truth. The thing is, the reality is, when you're sitting there saying that, still sitting there saying that, it's like, man, like you already know the truth. Yeah, your intuition's already telling you the truth. It's about honoring it. Well, the thing is that you aren't probably ever going to get it from a narcissist. So you can only go by intuition. The problem with going by intuition when you're a Virgo is that being an earth sign, we like tangible proof that our intuition is on par. Unless we have the tangible proof, then we end up in pain because our intuition has not been proven to us that it's on par. And a lot of times we don't see that proof until, like, you know, we've taken the leap of faith and we're like way down at card number 20 in judgment card. And then we start to see the tangible proof and it sucks. Yeah. I feel good vibes and community. I love this energy you're giving out. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like the energy. That's awesome. Now, I didn't see William sinking. 3 awakenings. 3 awakenings. Well, that's the magic number now, isn't it? We have a square going on Friday. I'm telling you, whatever you've been awakening to in the last little bit, shit's about to get real. Embody and feel and trust what it says. So enjoy. I'm telling you, just whiplash. Emotional, mental, fuckery of all kinds. True that. 3 of Wands. Yep. So seeing it on the horizon, but when is it ever coming in? When is it ever coming in? The moon, the square. I'm not sure. I'm not an astrologer. All I know is that Mars, I believe it's Mars and Mercury and 2 other planets are squaring on Friday, and like it's a shit show. Now in this moment, you had 3 awakenings in this moment. Wow. From this moment, life has begun. From this moment, you are the one right beside me, is where I belong. From this moment on. Sorry, I struck a song in me, apparently. I have been blessed. I live on thee. Yo, O is here. Nice to see you, girl. For your happiness and for your love in this last breath from this moment on. I give mine to you with all my heart. Can't wait to live my life with you. Can't wait to start. You and I will never be apart. My dreams come true because of you. From this moment, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, anyway. I am in Alberta, Canada. There you go. I'm thirsty now. Where's that piano? Actually, I'll show you. It's right behind here. I sit in there. See, that's my piano. Right beside my big old lady chair. Yeah. That's where it is. Please play. Well, I don't know if you'll hear it very well on there. I don't know what to sing. What should I sing? Please, pretty please. Pretty please, sing. Y'all are so demanding. Ugh. All right, I turn on the machine. See, it's turning on. It's a portable grand. Cost me a pretty penny, this piano. Let me tell you, I'm in some. Crap. Oh, there we go. Turn on a light. We'll turn on a light and the piano, and I don't know if it's gonna work. Hang on, let me get my doodad thingamabobber over here. Oh, I see what happens when you guys ask me to do things and search for other things that fell down earlier. I don't know, I might. It's hard to say. We'll see how much people keep me entertained. I'm not easy to entertain. Nope, not. Okay, stay. Okay, stay. Are you gonna stay? All right, let's see if it'll stay. I gotta have something else. It's being it. Huh. That's cool. All right, if this will work. Will you work? Will you work? Will you work? Oh, hang on. Oh, now it's too high. Dang it, I can't even with this thing. Okay, it's gonna have to do. Oh, look at that, it worked, guys. Hello, everybody. There, that's all I got for you. My nails are very long, so you'll hear clicking. Can everybody hear the piano? Okay. Or does it need to be louder? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, good, good, good. don't know what to sing exactly. I'll sing a song for you that I wrote for my stepfather when he passed away. It's called I'll Always Be Your Little Girl. I should take my glasses off so I can see the piano. I haven't played it in a while, so just be gentle with me. It took me so long to be able to actually play that without tears. I can't even tell you. So the story behind that song, thank you. Just a second. The story behind that song is that my biological father sexually abused me from the time I was 4 till I was 18 when I left home. And I never thought I would actually be able to understand what a relationship between a father and a daughter actually looked like, felt like even, because I didn't really have a father. I felt I had a rapist for a father. So when my mom remarried, I built a beautiful relationship with a man who was my stepdad. His name was John, and he was a Taurus, and he really, there was an energy of safety and groundedness with him. And the groundedness that I felt was what I lacked from my own biological father. And so as an adult, I always thought how amazing it is that as an adult, the divine can still bring someone in your life to lift up that little girl in you and to love you in a way that actually heals that part of you and makes you whole. Yeah, it's amazing. So that's why that song was written for him, because he in some way healed part of me that was broken. Yeah. Yeah. So, what's another song I know? I know parts of songs. I don't know songs very well. You're very welcome. All right. I feel a little dizzy. Has anyone been feeling dizzy with all of this energy going on? Like, man, dizzy spells, Amazing Grace. Please, Shazam. Help me out here. Once was lost, but was blind, but now I see. Somebody help those people. You gotta sing it. Amazing Grace. You're welcome.
Made that up. So now it's recorded forever as we make it up. I just make songs up and I sing them as I go. Yes, because it's fun and it's freeing and it's allows you to be free on lots of different levels. It's awesome. It's that whole flying by the seat of your pants kind of dealio. Thank you. What's the other song I really like? I can't remember how to play it. It's a problem. I don't think I've ever added those chords together.
I love you guys. I'm going to go now. You take care. Much light and love. I absolutely adore all of you. Thank you for sticking around and for sharing what energy is me and creating that ripple effect by hearing what I have to say. I love you guys. You take care. I'll see you guys all again soon. Blessings.